Fire in the pit barrel hole. Let's cook some beef. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to my backyard once again. One more time into the breach, ladies and gentlemen. What I got here is a 2.5 pound high round roast. And I'm going to take my knife and make some holes in them and take some garlic and insert that garlic into the holes that I'm making with my knife. See that? I got a whole head of garlic that I cut up into slivers, and we're going to insert that into the roast beef here, there, and everywhere on his little body, and we'll get that done. So we're inserting garlic everywhere into him. Let me bring you right back and I'll show you what we're going to do after that, so stay tuned. And I got my roast beef studded up with garlic, a whole head of garlic in there. What we're going to do next is take some of this chunky garlic stir-in paste and put it in a bowl, the whole tube of stuff, so that we've got even more garlic on that thing. The whole tube, every drop in there. And to that we're going to add some coarse ground black pepper, about a tablespoon of that. Coarse ground black pepper. Why can't I talk today? I don't know. And we got pepper, and we got some minced onion. Minced onion, it's like dehydrated onion flakes, about a tablespoon of that. Hope you can see that. Okay, what else we got? So we got the pepper, the onion, and we got some basil to go in there. Please tell me I opened the basil, and I didn't. So now I got to open the basil. Okay, this is always a tribulation for me. All right, I got it open. About a tablespoon of basil, dried basil. Nothing wrong with that. And a tablespoon of dried oregano. So we've got basil and oregano in there, in that garlic. And some crushed red pepper. We got black pepper and red pepper, about a tablespoon of each. And we're going to mix that up with my little paddle here. That's my herb crusting, but you notice I didn't put any salt in there, and there's a reason for that. I'm going to show you in a minute as soon as I get this mixed up. I'm trying something new out today. That's my herb crust right there. Looks pretty good. This is bacon salt. Bacon salt is something I never worked with before, but I know a guy, Aaron Tucker, who likes bacon salt a lot. So what I'm going to do is, I didn't put any salt in that, so I'm going to salt this roast down with the bacon salt on the outside of it, like that. I'm going to salt it down good. This is bacon flavored seasoning salt, so it has other seasonings in it aside from bacon. You can see all that garlic studding that I did. There's more bacon salt on there, on all sides of my roast, and on the top side, bacon salt. Ever heard of it? How can it be bad if it's got bacon in it, right? Okay, so we got the bacon salt on there. I want to put a little bit on the end here, try to get the end covered. Now I'm going to take my paste. This is my garlic and herb paste, and I'm going to put this all over the outside of that roast, like that. See that? We got basil, oregano, black pepper, red pepper. The bacon salt will serve us for the salt, so we don't need any more salt on there. We get that crusted up like that. Not too shabby right there, boy. Don't look too bad at all. I'll try and get a little bit on the end here. I don't know if it's going to stay on there, but we'll try and paste some on the end. I'm going to get some on the rest of this roast right here. Man, this is making my mouth water. Can you believe that? All that garlic and that bacon salt. All this stuff here that I got, this herb crusting, that we're going to put all over that roast. Get that like that. I was going to cook this on the rotisserie, but I didn't. Decided not to, because I was afraid that the stuff would fall off of it as it was rolling around. So I decided to cook it on a pit barrel. what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get my pit barrel hooks and hook one in this end like that, and hook one in this end like that, and I'm going to hook that into the pit barrel, and I'll show you what that looks like. And then we'll come back, and after it gets an internal temperature of 130, we'll pull them off there and slice them, and then we'll drink a beer. What do you think? Stay tuned. It's a little hard to see, but my roast is down in the pit barrel getting smoked up, and we're going to let that go until, like I said, we get an internal temperature of about 130. Then we'll get them off there and slice them up and take a taste. But first, let's drink a beer. Stay tuned. There's the Frosty Root Boy mug, the star of the show. And here's today's beer. I got this as Concrete Beach Brewery. This is Tangerica IPA, a tangerine IPA. I was lucky enough to get this when my daughter and son-in-law, Becky and Scruffy, went down to the Concrete Beach Brewery in Miami, and they brought me back a growler of it. I can't wait to try this. It smelled excellent. I smelled it earlier. Let's pour some of that out. Tangerica Tangerine IPA. Ah, yeah, it's a beautiful IPA, by the way. A sunshine yellow IPA. I got a whole growler of it, baby. Look at that. Concrete Beach Tangerica. It says drink art and make beer. I don't get it, but whatever. Hey, let's take a sniff of that tangerine IPA. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? A beautiful filtered IPA. I know Victor Bitters is rolling his eyes right now because he don't like any fruit in his beer, but I do. Let me take a sniff of that. Ah, that smells great. You can smell the hops in the tangerine. It's excellent. Let's quaff the froth off it, Roll. What do you think, baby? Wow, that's excellent. Thank you, Dennis and Becky. That is an excellent tangerine IPA. There's no way I could finish that today, but I'll put it in the fridge for another time. That's awesome. That's an awesome IPA from Concrete Beach Brewing Company in Miami. A local brewery for a change. Okay, baby, so let me get my roast off of the fire if it's done. And we'll let it rest, and then we'll slice some of it up, so stay tuned. My herb crusted eye round of beef is done. It's been resting for a few minutes. I'm just going to cut the end of it off because I know that the end of it is too cooked. Even though I cooked it to 130 degrees, this end of it's going to be a little too done, I think. Yeah, there you go. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Let me cut myself a slice off of that. That herb crusting looks amazing. There we go. Let me get a taste of that. Oh, baby. Don't that look good? Let me take a taste of that. Look how juicy that is. The juice is just dripping off of it. Oh, man. Oh, baby. The herb crusting, you could just eat it by itself. And the bacon salt definitely gave it a bacon flavor. Very good. You know, I know I say this every time, but I really hooked it up this time. That roast is 130. It's perfect. It looks a little too cooked, but I think it's a nice medium rare. It's plenty juicy, so it's not too bad. Hey, I tell you what, this is a great recipe. You got to give it a try. My herb crusted eye round. So listen, that's my video for today. This beer is excellent. This Concrete Beach. Thank you, Becky and Scruffy, for the awesome beer. That's my video, baby. So like I always say, if you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go up here in the iCard and see a dude called Real Scorpion 82 or Real Scorpion 32 or Real Scorpion something. Anyway, you got to go check him out. He's got a whole series of videos dedicated to bacon. He's doing like extreme bacon madness. So go check out Real Scorpion, whatever his number is, and come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer, and this is some awesome beer. And my roast is an unmitigated success. It's excellent. The herb crusting is delicious. The bacon salt really gave it a salty bacon flavor. And it's awesome. It's just awesome, baby. So, all right, we'll see you next week. Oh, stay tuned to the end of the video to find out who won the Tango Spice from last week. I almost forgot to tell you. Okay? So we'll see you next week. Maybe we'll give something away. Maybe we won't. You never know. Got to tune in to see. Bye.